All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're connected with us from. It's a great privilege to have you all here getting connected with Heritage Global Mentorship Institute's monthly seminar series on the 22nd edition with Shanaya Singh all the way from India. And it's a great privilege to get everyone connected because this is a time for us to transcend. Get connected with us live now.
Hello everyone, Namaste. I'm storyteller Shanaya Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, teachers and dear students, in today's digital age, it's easy to get caught up in the hype of screens and gadgets. But let's take a step back and talk about something that's been around for centuries: reading books and storytelling. Books are the ultimate source of knowledge, imagination, and inspiration. They transport us to different worlds, introduce us to new ideas, and help us understand different perspectives. Storytelling, on the other hand, is an art that brings people together, sparks creativity, and helps us make sense of the world. But what's happening today is alarming. Kids are spending more time glued to the gadgets than ever before. According to a study, children have spent 8 to 12 hours, 4 to 6 hours on day-to-day basis on screens, and teenagers spend about 7 to 9 hours. This excessive screen time is harming their lives in many ways. It's affecting their physical health, mental health being, and social skills. They're missing out on the joys of childhood, playing outside, making friends, and exploring the world around them. On the other hand, reading books and storytelling can be a game changer. It improves their language skills, boosts creativity, and enhances empathy. It also helps them develop critical thinking and problem solving skills. So, what's the solution? Let's get away from the screen and come into our book. Encourage people to read more books, not just for pleasure, not just for assignment. Make storytelling a part of their daily routine. Share stories that inspire, motivate, and spark imagination. Parents and teachers play a crucial role in shaping the next generation. Set limits on screen time, create reading nooks, and engage in conversations about books and stories. Let's work together to raise a generation that's curious, creative, and compassionate. In the words of Neil Gaiman, a book is a dream that you hold in your hand. Let's give everyone the gift of learning and storytelling. Let's help them discover the magic of books and the joy of getting lost in a good story. Thank you. Excessive screen time is harming kids' physical and mental health and social skills and creativity. Reading books and storytelling can improve language skills, creating empathy and critical thinking. Parents and teachers should encourage kids to read for pleasure, set limits on screen time, and make storytelling a part of their daily routine. I have a question for the audience. What's your favorite book or story from childhood, and why did it leave an impact on you?
That's great. Continue.
So I would also like to narrate a story. The Chair. There was a boy called Mario who loved to have lots of friends. He showed off a lot, always talking about how many friends he had at school and how he was so friendly with everyone. One day his grandfather said to him, Mario, I bet you're a fruit chart. You don't have as many friends as you think you have. I'm sure many of them are nothing more than companions or partners. Mario accepted the bet readily. The bet was that one day his grandfather said to him, Mario, I bet you're a fruit chart. You don't have as many friends as you think you have. However, he wasn't sure how he could test whether his grandpa was telling the truth or not. So he went to his grandpa for help. He suggested, I have exactly what you need. It's in the attic. Wait here a minute. Grandpa left, soon returning as though carrying something in his hand. But Mario could see nothing there. Take it. It's a very special chair, as it's invisible. It's rather tricky to sit on it, but if you take it to school and manage to sit on it, then the magic will work and you'll be able to tell who your real friends are. Mario, brave and determined, took the strange, invisible chair and set off for school. At break time, he asked everyone to form a circle. He put himself in the middle with his chair. Nobody moved. You're about to see something amazing. He thought his friends had done nothing but made fun of him, enjoying each and every fall. Mario tried to sit on the chair for the first time, but failed. Second time, failed. Third time, failed. But the fourth time, he felt something different. He was finally standing in air. When he turned around, he saw his three friends. Leaving with his three friends, he explained to them how his grandfather had so cleverly thought of a way to show him that the true friends are those who care for us. A friend wouldn't be someone who takes joy in our bad luck or in our falls. That evening, the four children went to see Mario's grandpa as he had won the bet. They had a great time listening to stories and eating a lot of fruit tarts. From then on, they became true friends for the rest of their lives, and they used the magic chair on many occasions to test who were his true friends. Thank you. So I'm done speaking.
All right, that's great section from a storyteller Shanaya Singh. And I want to know that the reading habit is very, very important. Nothing ever runs out on its own. There is only that's only when they fall on its own. Not go up on its own, but anything will fall on its own. So in the same thing, you need to understand that nothing works on its own. things can only made to work if they must work. So no one excel without paying the price for excellence. Hard reading, hard learning, hard working, and to every extent as it may be required to everything you want as the result of what you are expecting to get. So sacrifice is a necessity. Price and the last phase of it is working the extra mile. Thank you for this section for how you have dished it out with our audience. I'm sure that everyone seated under the sound of your voice, especially the young
Thank you,
creatives,
sir.
be able to get used to these aspects to stay glued to reading because readers are leaders, as we all know that, so that they won't be distracted with the so-called social media without making best use of it. Thank you so much. Till we come your way next time, live a best life. You can get connected with our award-winning world youngest storyteller across all our social media handle. If there's any question, get it there.
Thank you so much for having me, sir.